Home ownership is getting more and more expensive, so it's more important now than ever to keep money in your pocket for things like emergency funds, investing, and home repairs. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through a couple very important resources that'll help you find down payment and closing cost assistance programs to help you get into your dream home for even cheaper. And then I'm going to give you a couple tips on what to look out for, because not all of these programs are created equal. So let's jump into it. Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm Ben Sun. If you've been here before, welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome for the first time. I don't just talk about down payment assistance programs. I also talk about things like personal finance, investing, and real estate. So if that interests you, please hit that big red subscribe button. All right, so the first major resource that I'm going to talk about today is a site called downpaymentassistanceresource.com. I have no affiliation with them. I don't get paid for anything. It's just a really great resource to finding down payment assistance programs in your area. Now, one of the major things is lenders can usually walk you through or match you with a program that fits for you. And just being honest here, not every lender knows about every program. I don't know about every program in every state or county, and sometimes they can be very local or very specific to your area. So it's important that you do a little research ahead of time so you know what programs to look out for, what programs to ask your lender if they know how to do them. And if they don't know how to do them, it might be better to go to a lender that does, because if you go to a lender and they don't know how to do them or they don't know anything about the program, they're not going to offer it to you. And if you don't know to ask for it, then you're not going to get it. And this could end up costing you thousands of dollars because you're missing out on a program that you qualify for but didn't know about and your lender didn't know about. And choosing the right lender can make a process that's already pretty difficult a lot smoother and a lot cheaper for you. All right, and so the first resource is going to be downpaymentassistanceresource.com. Now, as you can see here, you're going to fill out your property info, your household info, and your special circumstances. And then you're going to fill out your street address or a general search. So let's go to Grand Rapids, where I live, and let's see what's available to us here. And then let's say an average sales price, or there's going to be about 12 programs available based on what we have. And then let's say sales price $200,000. I know it's a little low for most of you guys, but let's see what that gets to us to. And then we're going to go to the household info. Let's say you're a small family of 3. You don't currently own a home, and you make about $50,000 a year. And that gives us 11 programs. You're not a veteran. You're not Native American. We don't have any other special circumstances. If you do, then just fill those out. And let's go to view programs. All right, so we have our MISHDA program. It's a $7,500 down payment program. It's repayable. Let's see what else. So learn more. You're going to have your maximum sales price. That means you can't buy a home over $225,000 or $224,000. You can't make over $125,000 if you are a family of over 2. And this just gives you a good idea of what programs are, or what that program's requirements are. And then let's scroll down here to see what else is available. We have a housing and transportation program. Fifth Third Bank has a $3,600 down payment assistance grant program. Let's see, most of these are just MISHDA. And then there's a tax credit program. The tax credit programs, they're not down payment assistance, but they allow you to get a credit on your tax returns for when you file. So these are good programs that even if you can't get down payment assistance, you might have a program like this available to when you file your tax returns. It gives you a credit on your tax return. But downpaymentassistanceresource.com isn't all-inclusive. So the next big resource that you're going to want to look at is HUDgov. It's a government website, and you can go onto the website and you can select your state, and it'll tell you the down payment assistance resources available in your area or available in your state. Some of these are going to be more FHA or USDA rural development associated programs associated with the government. But you can go on there and you can look at and match up to downpaymentassistanceresource.com to see if there's anything missing or any more available to you. Now, just as a side note, neither of these resources are going to have lender-specific down payment assistance programs. So if a bank or a lender offers their own down payment assistance program, it's probably not going to show up on these resources because they come and go and they're only available when the funds are available. So it's kind of up to the lender's discretion. Usually the lender is going to advertise stuff like this, so if you see it, you can always give a lender a call and see what the requirements are. The programs available on these websites are going to be more broad-based, more available to the public, and so that's why it's a good idea to look at these resources rather than just talk to your local lender about their down payment assistance programs. Most lenders are going to be able to do the down payment assistance programs listed on these websites. So the second resource is HUDgov. It's a U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development program. This website's going to show you the resources that are usually government sponsored. So you're going to want to scroll down and click Homeownership. And then you're going to want to scroll down and go to Home Buying Programs in your state. And then you can select the state that's available to you. Again, let's go back to Illinois. And then you want to scroll down, and generally speaking, you're going to want to go to learn about home ownership. These are going to be slightly different depending on your state. And then you scroll down to home ownership assistance in Illinois. And then these are the programs available to you and are available in your area. Again, these are government-sponsored programs. But one of the best things that you can do is match them up to the downpaymentassistanceresource.com, and that's going to give you a better overview of each program instead of clicking each individual link. You can go back to dparesource.com. You can click on, or you can compare those resources to better find the ones that work for you. All right, so let's go over what some of the roadblocks or what some of the things that you should be looking out for are, because not all of these programs are created equal, and you could end up signing up for a program that could be detrimental to you in the long run. It could help you get into a home now, but it might not be beneficial to you over a long period of time. So tip one, when you look into these programs, look for, does every adult in the home have to be on the loan or have to qualify? Some of these programs have this requirement, meaning that if you have an 18-year-old child, they would have to be on the loan with you. This is not really something that you want to get into because you don't want your kid on the loan with you, or generally speaking, you don't want your kid on the loan with you. It could also bump you out of being able to qualify for these, and it's something that you want to look out for. So thing number two is going to be look at what are the max income limits and max home price limits for that program, because a lot of down payment assistance programs are for lower income or lower income household areas. So depending on where you want to buy, and that's why I said earlier in the video, it can be very local because it can literally be zip code to zip code, neighborhood to neighborhood. And so if you find a program that you think might be beneficial to you, you're going to have to look at, okay, do I have to live in a certain area, or do I have to make under a certain amount of money, because you might instantly disqualify for that. But on the flip side, if you make, say, more than the average, or you're not considered low income, there are programs available to you based on your income. And so you could find a program that would work for you based on your income, and it's important to know that what the max income and max household limits are. Now, the third thing, and probably the most important, which is kind of why I saved it for last, you got to get that watch time in, is the loan or is the down payment assistance repayable? Because a lot of these programs, they don't give you free money. Now, some lenders will give you free money, and some of these programs are free money, meaning you don't have to repay them. But some of the programs and a lot of the programs are repayable. They're not usually repayable as you pay down the mortgage. Like you don't have another mortgage payment. They're repayable when you sell the home. And so you would have to say, let's say you get a $10,000 down payment assistance. When you go to sell the home or you go to refinance the home, you have to repay that $10,000. So you could be getting in a situation where you want to go refinance to lower your interest rate, but you have to repay that $10,000, and now it's considered a cash out refinance, which would raise your interest rate. There are certain things like that you want to watch out for. It doesn't instantly make it a bad program or anything like that. Again, it's to help you get into a home and help you get into a home for cheaper, leaving more money in your pocket. But it's something that you want to be cognizant of going forward, because you don't want to go to refinance or go to sell your home and then realize that you're making $10,000 or that you have $10,000 less in proceeds from, say, the sale of your home. If you're looking to buy a home, check out one of my other videos on my mortgage playlist right over there. Otherwise, comment down below if you have any questions, And if you got value out of this video, please hit that big red subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.